Welcome back to the SNES library. I know this is a bit awkward, but we're back in 5.4. So I was informed that there's another translation that is not listed on the usual site. I guess because it is still a beta. It's not officially released, I guess. In which the ending works, so we're gonna do that real quick. Well, the first thing I have to notice is that the font is different, and it's different. I don't like different. Different is weird. Anyway, we know this works. The RNG. Oh, it all looks so weird. Okay, you can tell it's a beta. It's not consistent yet, but hey, we know this works because even across the different versions of the game, the RNG is still locked into place. We don't need this anymore. Let's actually get the ending this time. As soon as Sigurd, no Selef, takes the castle. Oh wait, no. Congratulations, Selef. You've enjoyed so well to make it this far, Johanur. Thank you, Lewin, but our victory means precious little while our world still lies in ruins. Where do we begin from here? There's only one way to rebuild all the scarred lands. Everybody needs to come together and share the work among you. And for that, you'll need a good leader. The Crusaders' heirs will be returning home to assume their rightful thrones. And with the proper leadership, they can pool their strengths again to build a new world, one where all can live in peace and happiness. I hate auto-scrolling text, it's gonna make me nervous already. A new world, you say? Yes, Selef, a new world. That's what I just said. Good listener, yeah, dude. And your role is the most crucial of all. You'll remain here in Belhalla, and you'll guide the rise of this new world as the King of Granvale. Hold on, I'm to be the king? Mm-hmm. After all that's happened, you and Julia are the last living heirs of the blood of Granvale's kings. The two of you have inherited the last will of all who lost their lives on this path. These souls watch over you even now. You mustn't forget the light for which they strove. I understand, Lewin. So long as I have the power, I'll do all I can. Now, Julia, what do you say? Words, usually, sometimes sentences, but I agree, of course. I wish to aid Lord Selef. No, my Lord Brother. Every step of the way. I know this path will be a grueling one, but that's all the more reason to give it my all. Lady Lana, you'll do all you can to aid my brother as well, won't you? Yes, and gladly so, but, Lady Julia, what about... I must atone for the fate of Lord Sigurd. I know that's what my mother, Lady Dr. Dre, would wish for me. Well then, looks like everyone's making their way here from the front lines, one by one to talk to you in gibberish. Selef, this will be your first task as a king. I'm sure they'd all love some words of thanks. Oh, jeez. Can I just have a megaphone and shout thank you out? Is that enough? No? Okay, fine. One by one it is then. Well, that's it. I'm going home, Selef. I've left the Isachian people to wait long enough. I doubt I could ever thank you enough for all you've done for me, Shannon. All my life you've been here to protect me at every turn. I owe you so dearly. Your father, Lord Sigurd, was always there for me as well when I was a child, as was Lady Dr. Dre. Until I lost her, that is. It's kind of my fault. But when we lost Lady Dr. Dre, I couldn't do a thing to stop it. I failed Lord Sigurd. Even now, I'll never forget that day. You don't owe me a thing, Selef, and not when I've caused so much pain. No, Shannon, if it weren't for you and the people of Isaac, I wouldn't be here today. I would be with my living mother right now, you know. It would be way different. To me, Isaac will certainly always be home. Nothing will ever change that. I'm sure everyone back in Isaac would be hardened to hear such kind words. Come on, Shannon, Lord Selef is the king of Granvale to be yet. Here you are talking to him as if he's but your younger brother. Now say, yeah, I suppose you're right. I ought to put on proper airs. King Selef. No, that's not quite right. Perhaps your Imperial Majesty the King, then. Maybe Johanur. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. The bidding farewell to Lord Selef must already be hard enough without my commentary. My apologies to both of you. I shouldn't have said something so crass. Heh, it's fine. You didn't speak honestly, after all. Shannon? Yes? Nothing? Okay. I've always thought of you as a brother, Shannon. I pray we never forget that bond. My blade will always be yours, King Seliph. I'll never forget that so long as I live. But Seliph, I'm headed home with the king. I've got a country to help King Shannon rebuild. That's all I really want. Ah! Of course, Ulster. Or is it Alcestershire? Actually, I know King Shannon was there, and I know your late mother, Lady Ira, would love nothing more than for you to devote your life to the Isaachian people. Yes, sir, my life is theirs. Well, it's time to say goodbye, and best of luck, heroes of Isaac. Thracian bunch. I couldn't possibly thank you enough for everything, Lord Seliph. I'll be departing for Lancastershire shortly. And back to like my game. The Thracian Peninsula has suffered from war long enough, and it's high time we rebuilt. I know my sister Altena wishes dearly for restore Thracia as well. Indeed. This war has laid waste to Thracia, and I can only imagine the burden laid upon you, the king-to-be of a united peninsula. I pray you give it your best, no matter what happens. I will. You take care as well, Lord Seliph. Long ago our fathers Sigurd and Quan were bound by the closest of friendships, sharing their deaths as they did their lives. They didn't share the deaths at all. Prince Leif, I'd love nothing more than for us to follow their example and remain lifelong friends. As do I, Lord Seliph. We didn't die together at all, dude. You're about to leave! Aren't you, Leif? It sounds weird when you say it like that. Do you wish to accompany me, Nathan? And huh? Would that really be alright with you? But of course, all I want is to have you and your might by my side. Might, really. Thank you. So you're destined for Thracia as well, Princess Altena? I am, sir. I'm going to help the new king in his quest to give rise to a united Thracia. At the very least, I ought to atone for the legacy of my adoptive family, Trevant and Arion. Arion's still alive, dude. How wonderful it would be if Arion were to work together with you. I don't believe that could happen for the time being, sir. But perhaps someday he'll feel the time is right. I shall be bound for home as well, my lord. I wish you the best of health. Sir Finn, you've come to my family's aid time and time again, and for 20 years played a crucial part in both my cause and father's, missing a lot with 88%. I couldn't possibly thank you enough. No, I'm a servant of House Lancastershire. As a knight I have but followed where my leaders have led. No more, no less, excuse me. Thracia is in your hands, Sir Finn. I hope you'll assist Prince Leif in granting Thracia its hard-won peace. Yes, sir. A peaceful Thracia was my Lord Quan's lifelong dream as well. And I'll do all I can to bring that dream to life. Many thanks, King Seliph. I shall excuse myself now. Are you headed for Thracia as well, General Hannibal? Indeed. Thracia hangs yet in the balance, and the people await my return. Who better to lead the reconstruction of Thracia than a mighty war hero? Do your best for the youths of Thracia. The job awaiting you, the heroes of Thracia, certainly won't be easy. It's up to you to unite two peoples long divided by bitter hatred and build for all of them a new peaceful land. Levin, the man who always has to have the last word, huh? Seliph, I dearly owe you for all you've done to assist me. I'll never forget so long as I live. Oh no, Prince Ares, the joy chancing upon you brought is thanks enough. What? It was such an honor to meet the son of my father's dearest friend. As tragic as their lives were, their faith in each other was unshakable to the very end. Our fathers, Prince Ares, were united by a singular dream, their deaths left unfulfilled. Let us fulfill their dream where they cannot. Let the two of us hand in hand guide all Drugdraw towards bringing the dream to life. Weirdly spoken, King Seliph. My father so dearly wished to see his beloved Augustria united in a lasting peace. In the name of his dying wish, I'll carve for Augustria a new, prosperous future. But my might alone shall not suffice. To this end, my dearest Lean, I pray I'll have your strength ever by my side. I don't have strength, I have only dancing. Yeah, of course, I'm gonna do everything I can to help rebuild Augustria, which is only dancing really, nothing else. That's all, we'll work together to build an Augustria where anyone can live happily. Indeed, as long as you remain, I'll never give up. I'll have second turns every day. Even as we speak, Augustria is still embroiled in a civil war. A grueling task awaits you all, but I know you can handle it if you give it your best together. Augustria's fate now lies squarely in all of your hands. Last word is spoken, you may leave now. Wait for me on the horse, it's not fair. I'll be leaving for Verdane, Lord Seliph. Verdane, you say? Ah. Of course, your father was Prince Jamke, I understand. From what I've heard, Verdane has long been naught but the ruins dominated by brigand clans ever since the royal family collapsed. So I've heard, sir. I don't know how much good I can do by myself, but I have to try. Those bandits have run rampant long enough. Indeed, Verdane was my mother's home and my parents first met there as well. Faval, I entrust this task to you. Do all you can to save Verdane's people. Yes, Lord Seliph. And I'll be right by your side, Faval. I don't think so, Tinny. It's a weird spelling of that. It'll be far too dangerous to take you along. Don't worry, I'll be back for you. No matter what, once it's all over. But I can't stand to just sit back and wait for a return which may never come. What happens if you leave me behind and I never get to see you again? I don't want our love to end the same way Lord Sigurd and Lady Dr. Drace did. We're sorry, Tinny. You're right. We'll both save Verdane together. Hey, I didn't have my final words yet. Come back, you two! Lord Seliph, execute them. First thing in the morning. I'm off to Jungby now, Lord Seliph. Ah, of course. You're the heir to Jungby. Will you be okay? Huh? Why not, sir? If you're not saying you think I'm nervous about this, are you? What's this song? No, that isn't what I meant. I'll be just fine, sir. I'm the daughter of the great Lady Bridget. Weird spelling. Sure, I don't look the part, but when the going needs doing, I'll go and do it. Just watch me go, sir. I'm going back to Jungby as well, sir. I know Jungby will need your might in the years to come, as will I. Yes, sir, I want to help my cousin, just as my mother once helped my aunt, and I hope for the rest of my life. Pause the emulation for a second. Yo, wait a minute. Patty is the daughter of Bridget, and Lester is the son of Adian. Bridget and Adian were sisters, so you're first-degree cousins. And I made you lovers. I mean, it's just kind of happened that way. That's kind of fucked up. But hey, royalty, right? Continue. And you as well, Patty. You're as close to him as they come, aren't you? Yep, I guess this means we'll be around to visit you quite a bit, sir. Hey! I gotta have the final word. Stop. What is going on now? Nobody respects me anymore. I'll change canon and marry someone else in the past something. Headed for Frege, are you, Arthur? Yes, sir. Repta and Bloom's crimes are beyond forgiveness, but Frege's citizens can't be blamed for their liege's actions. I've got a duty to fill my mother's shoes and guide the people where she no longer can. Did your mother do that? If anyone can do it, Arthur, it'll be you. I'm glad you see peace. Patrons, I pray we'll always be friends. Yes, sir. Did someone see Lewin? I think he ran off. He's murdering people somewhere. So long, Seliph. I leave Doza's care to you, Lord Johalvier. You're French now. Facing my people ain't gonna be easy, but one way or another, I've got to atone for my dad's crimes. Well, I've got to try at least, don't I? I really owe you one, Seliph. You truly are an odd one, Lord Johalvier. Suddenly being French, your rough words hate such a gentle spirit. Hey, I guess, talking like this never felt right there. Never felt right, no? Good luck with everything, Seliph. I'll see you around. What a weird dude. Lord Seliph. I beg your forgiveness, Lord Dermot. No, Dermot. The transmission on his voice is the most painful of all. No, sir, I'm all that's left of House Veldhomer, and it's my duty alone to atone for the many crimes of my kin, and provide them 10% accuracy bonus. I know that's what my father, Lord Azel, would want as well. But Dermot, I can't bring myself to hate Lord Arvis any longer. Knowing now he was but a big, fat idiot, I can only offer you my condolences. Thank you so much, Lord Seliph. The Fire Emblem, House Veldhomer's royal crest, was once revered by people. There it is! By people over a symbol of justice. It had to be somewhere. I'll work tirelessly until the emblem's honor and good name are restored. So it's not important at all then. Just... I was wondering, I didn't... I was said out loud thinking that maybe it'll pop up in the Thrust 776. Well, sire, I'm leaving for Chelsea now. What? Why, Oife? Why? Why? I thought you would never leave my side. I still need you. No, sire, you will do a magnificent job ruling on your own. I know it. Why, though? And whilst you do, it'll be my duty to protect House Chalfie in your stead. Chalfie, I understand, Oife. You are right, of course. I won't be able to inherit its throne, which leaves you as the last bearer of the blood of Baldo who can claim it. I suppose there isn't much choice. Everything will be alright, sire. I'll always be watching over you, even from Chalfie. Oife, to me you've always been like the father I never had. You taught me all I know, how to strategize, how to live as a knight does, how to woo girls much younger than you. You've done so much and I could never thank you even nearly enough. Sire, I too owe your father dearly for all he once did for me. When my parents died, Lord Sigurd took me into his home. He loved me just as if I were his own brother. And yet, I couldn't even be by his side in his final moments. I was such a coward. Oife, please don't cry. This is my fault, not yours. Sniff. My apologies, sire. You shouldn't have seen that. Now then, please, sire. I know, Oife. I know. You take care as well. You don't get to speak, wife. Come with me. Okay, whatever you say, old man. This is it, sire. I'll be taking my leave now. I gotta go back to my cameo in Fire Emblem 5. Destined for Celeste then said, I am. I left the Celestial people waiting long enough. I'll be joining them in the effort to restore Celeste once I get home. I'll give it nothing less than all I have. And now that I said that, I can't upload this until I've done that in the game, which I already have. I see. Well, if you're lending your power to the cause, then I know Celeste is the most capable hands. Take care, said the brave. You too, sire. Well, Lord Seliph, thanks for everything. I'll be going back to Celeste with father now. I must admit, Corporal, that's not his name, Corporal. I'm always envious that you have a father like Lemon by your side. How nice that must be. It is. I'm so proud to be his son, sir, and someday hopefully I'll be every bit a great man he is now. Celeste is yours to rule now, Corporal. I'm not going back. Huh? What are you talking about, father? The war is over. Please, please, you've got to come home. No, my work there is done. I don't belong on the throne. Celeste needs a fresh start with its leadership, just like everywhere else. Besides, I'm going back to travel through time to change the canon and marry Ferry instead. What Celeste needs is you. It needs to be guided by your youthful hand. I don't understand. Celeste needs you too. I need you. Please stay my canonical father. Please. Don't be Sid's father, be mine. Shut up, Corporal, you're embarrassing me. You already know exactly why I'm doing this, don't you, Corporal? Father, I don't care about the canon. That's enough, there's nothing left to say. Go! I leave Celeste's fate to you. Okay, this was better when I didn't understand it. What a day. Well, Seliph, I guess this is farewell for me as well. I've got a journey of my own. To begin. Thank you, Lewin. Thank you so much. You've done so much for us, the younger generation, except for your son. You've always guided us, except for your son. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you. I did only my duty, self, except for my son. I am the wind, or fate, or something, and this very light shines on within the hearts of every last one of you. I understand now. All my life I've heard tales of how the Dragonkin feared becoming entangled in the sorry affairs of mankind. But you were different. You guided us where your kin never would. It's already 20 minutes, holy shit. So long as our world lives on, humanity will never forget your kindness. Lewin, no, a hero of a distant land, forsati of the wind. Melodrama personified rather. At long last, Thracia has been unified, a region once swamped with countless small nations, constantly warring among themselves. With the restoration of House Leoncastershire and the downfall of the Thracian kingdom, the Thracian Peninsula finally knows peace. And as the first ruler of this new Thracia, the people ardently desired for the throne to be taken by Leif. And so, Leif worked together with Nanna, Leif's wife, Finn, the land's knight, the great General Hannibal, to build a new nation for Thracia's people. At Leif's behest, the old Thracia's former lands were entrusted to his sister Altena. Legends tell of Altena's love for and dedication to the very soil that raised her, and this love never died so long as she lived. The Thracian Peninsula thus gave rise to a new realm, the Kingdom of New Thracia. The Kingdom of Isaac may have found its freedom from imperial abuse the quickest, yet its people could not rest easy while its heir was absent fighting in the war. This changed with the final victory of the Liberation Army. And when Shannon returned from battle, the people greeted their liege with raucous cheers. And so was Shannon assuming the crown, Larse, Shannon's wife, Ulster, the dutiful swordsman, and others by his side to restore the land. They also strove for a new age of diplomacy and trade, seeking to build a wealthy nation. Isaac was once reviled by others as little more than a barbarous eastern land, but under the reign of Shannon, Isaac will grow like never before, and shall one day be reborn as a mighty nation, every bit the equal of other realms. The aftermath of Augustria's civil war left it to be annexed by Granvale, and so the land fell to harsh tyranny. After years of abuse, its people dearly wished for the rise of a unified nation, one led by House Nordion, heirs of the legendary hero Eldigan. And so the people eagerly welcomed the homecoming of Ares. In Ares, the people saw the very same aura Eldigan himself had borne in his youth, with the exact same face and all. Ares was accompanied home by Lean, his wife, and worked with them to unite Augustria. Under the reign of Ares, Augustria will soon become Granvale's most crucial partner, and will grow to be greater than ever before. The wife gets half a sentence, and that's all she gets. She's not that important. Even at its peak, the Empire had shunned and ignored Verdane. Uninterested in seizing the region within its iron fist, it completely abandoned the Old Kingdom. Instead, Verdane was left to the mercy of constantly warring clans, and brigands ran rampant. Nobody had any hope of peace. Into the fray came Faval, the child and heir of the heroic Prince Jamke, and his wife Tinny, whose long-awaited return used Flock to join this new battle. Within a year, the fight for Verdane's reunification had come to an end, and Faval took their rightful throne. With the support of Granvale and Augustria, Faval worked ceaselessly to rebuild the peaceful Verdane their grandfather Batur had once forged. Verdane is a land of natural beauty. Its Verdane force its prayers. Its sparkling crystal clear water touches raised tears, and these are its people's emblems of hope and faith. This is also where the previous patch crashed. Coincidence? Maybe. Maybe. SNES had long dwelt under the Empire's cruel hands, and so Corporal devoted their life to rebuilding the ruined land. Assisting them was Sid, the heroic Wind Mage. all bearing hope-filled smiles, a breathtaking land, a peaceful people, Lewin had devoted his life to protecting the kingdom of Celeste, and at long last, his decades of work came to fruition. Now this could just be because I transferred my save file to this different version, right? I don't know. And in Granvale itself, Veldhomer's new lord Dilmut changed his name, Frieda's new lord Arthur, Dolz's new lord Johalvier, or Dozel, Jungby's new lord Patty, or lady I should say, and Lester. no title. Shavi's new lord Oife and his wife Fee, and others all returned to their lands. In the royal capital Valhalla itself, with overwhelming support from the public, Selef was officially hailed as their king. The newly appointed King Selef devoted himself to rebuilding his land and bringing peace to all, his goal nothing short of a prosperous world, free of oppression and bigotry. And by his side one would always find his loving, ever-smiling wife, Queen Lana. She's commanded to smile. His sister, Princess Julia, regarding his toil with the warmest of eyes. In ages to come, the people of Jugdral tell legends of a divine king of ages past. None shall ever forget his name, Selef. Sometimes sleep, when you don't have much time. I was gonna upload this alongside something else, but this is gonna take half an hour. This is quite something. It takes forever. I was gonna upload this relatively soon after recording it, but now I have to wait until all the things I mentioned about the next game come to pass. Like Sid appearing. I don't want to spoil that. I fucked up. I'll admit that. Now I gotta find out what I did. Like an 8-day delay. Let's get the proper English stats. They don't really matter that much, but hey, you know. At least we can see them now. And now that we know that the deaths are actually canon, like the game hard codes the deaths into your save file, even if you reset it. Okay, so who died? How many times? Sigurd never died. Really? I thought he died once. Did we see a game over? I mean, I may have used a save state to reload every now and then. Right, chapter save. No, we didn't have chapter saves. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Because I do have like a save state on the loading screen, just in case I fuck something up and lose the recording. So far, the thumbs out okay. Like 1 or 2, that can happen. Bad RNG, sure. Anyone more than 2? Oh, Jamkey had 3, really? I thought Jamkey was awesome. I remember Jamkey being awesome. Claude wasn't around enough. Dewey had 3. Yeah, he wasn't... right, when he tried to bait magic, right? Dr. Dre never died. She was on the front line. Where was she? I don't know, twice. She could have died more. She was always there. Aaron? Who's Aaron? Tiltiu is spelled differently. Who is Aaron? Who would Aaron be? Adian is spelled differently. Who the fuck is Aaron? Aaron. Do we see Lachesis? Is Aaron Lachesis? Can't be. Selef 4. Wow, Selef sucked, let's be honest. Selef was an ass. Justice Leaf is going to be in his game. How I had 2 even though he wasn't around for that long? Ares had 5? What? When did that happen? It's crazy. Johalvier? Really? Only 1. Corporal never died. I mean, they didn't do much. Also 2. Arthur also 2, right? He was sometimes in a situation of like Wrath. Pay that 5 times. I mean, she didn't have her thief equipment in time. Maybe then, I don't know. Fee died 4 times? I mean, Pegasus are a bit squishy, but she was awesome. I don't know. None of that 4 times? I mean, I guess she was in the front line to provide her bonus. Maybe then. I don't know. That's the rank again, which means nothing to me. The tactics rank is bullshit. The combat rank, yeah, okay, if you hardcode that, then that's unavoidable. Wow, so this has been Part 4 for real. I'm glad I got to add the true ending to this. The English ending. So yeah, next time on this library, we're gonna go back into Thracia 776. Back to chapter 5 we were at. Why did I say that? Now I have to put it exactly there. God damn it. I can't keep my stupid mouth shut. Until then.